Look at the phone. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining.
Welcome. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so this is MommyRoomREDO. And now that you're a part, we design homes so that moms can create environments that them and their children can enjoy. So while we do redecorating and all that, we want to make sure that everything is kid friendly and that both the parents and the children can enjoy their environment. So I always say, if you can't touch it and you can't hold on to it, you probably should leave it in the store.
Yeah, especially if you have kids.
Especially if you have kids.
Yes.
Yeah. So, because I grew up in an environment where the adults had things that were real breakable and you couldn't touch this, and those were the good towels and all that. So I want to make sure that we moms create environments where people feel welcome and feel that we can really touch and enjoy the items.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So tell me about yourself. So your name is Shoni.
Yes. Yeah. My
Okay.
name is yes.
Shoni.
And yeah.
And you are an entrepreneur on Etsy.
Yes, I am.
Yes, and you sell wax melts. And your company is CeeJo. Is that correct? Okay. CeeJo. And so I came across you because I was looking for a way to change the fragrance in my home. I wanted it to smell like the fall season, but I also wanted on an ongoing basis to have a fresh scent throughout my home. We have a dog. And so I'm very self-conscious about how our environment smells and kind of what happens when people come inside, like what are they experiencing? So I went on a site on Facebook just to get some insight on, okay, how do you make sure that your home is always smelling a positive way and an inviting for guests and things like that. And so someone mentioned your name, said, oh my gosh, you have to get these wax melts from CeeJo off of Etsy. And so that's how I came across you. And I ordered your product. I've been using it ever since. Here it is. Haha. And so I thought it would be great to have you visit MommyRoomREDO because I think our topics connect, but also just to talk about in general, like your home's environment and how do you influence that and make sure that it's always welcoming?
Yes. Well, I started CeeJo Scents. It's been about a year and a half now. Started in 2020. Kind of around the time that the coronavirus pandemic happened and all of us were sent home for quarantine. I think around that time, a lot of people had a lot of free time. And in that time, I figured out what my passion was, which is, having a nice smell for your home. I love the way things smell. Every time I go in the store, I'm popping open the candles or the packages and seeing what they smell like. So that is what sparked my passion to create my business. And it's been about a year and a half now, and I'm loving it so far.
Well, congratulations. Entrepreneurship is certainly a personal journey. Is this your first venture that you launched on your own?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. And my kids are really my inspiration behind it all. The business name is named after my kids, CeeJo, for Kristen and Jordan.
Okay.
And a lot of people ask because it's different, but yeah, it's named after my kids. So this is the first venture we have. We have the wax melts, and eventually we will be going to candles, but right now we're just focusing on the wax melts.
So what made you focus on wax melts? I mean, I know you said you enjoy going into these stores and smelling all the products, but why specifically the wax melts?
I've always enjoyed using them in my home. So I would buy them from different companies And like I said, during the pandemic time, I had a bunch of free time. And so, I was using one of the wax melts that I had bought from a different company. And I sat there and I thought, I bet you I could do this myself. And that's what I did.
Okay, awesome. Well, tell us about your product. It's the autumn season. We're kind of closing autumn, but right now it's the autumn season. So tell us about what do you call them? Flavors or fragrances? Or
I call them scents.
Okay. So tell us about your scents for the fall season.
Okay, so the good thing about what I enjoy about my scents is that even though the ones I'm going to tell you now are for fall, I can use them year round because they're just for me. They just smell that good. The first one I wanted to show you is a very popular one. Everybody loves pumpkin spice, especially when it's fall, especially when it's the fall season. As soon as, September starts to roll around, pumpkin spice is everywhere. And so we have this pumpkin spice scent, and it's called pumpkin spice latte. It has the sweet smell of pumpkin and cream and sugar. And then there's a tiny note at the end of the scent that's like coffee. It gives it that latte smell. I love it. It's perfect for the fall season. Also, if you don't like something that is that sweet, I have one called Autumn Leaves. And this one is more of, it has like a woodsy smell. It's kind of like if you go outside and you have that brisk fall, when you step outside and you just take a deep breath and it smells like fall. That's kind of like what this is. It's very clean, a brisk smell. It smells like sage and like a woodsy smell to it. It's not sweet. So this is for someone who doesn't really like a sweet scent. This is more like a brisk, fresh fall scent for your home.
Okay.
Yeah. And let's see, another popular one. This one is called Hot Apple Cider. Now this one smells just like apple cider. Like I love to drink apple cider in the fall, and this smells just like crisp apples. It has sweet notes to it, and then also a spicy cinnamon smell. This one is really good for the fall. It smells just like apple cider. Let's see, one more I'll show you. This one is my apple berry. And a lot of it is apple because, in the fall season, apples are in harvest. Everyone wants something with an apple. So this one is apple berry. It's a mixture of apples and cranberry. So it has that sweet scent. And then also with the cranberry, it gives it that tangy smell as well. This one is a really good one too for fall. And so what I like to do is I turn my wax melts on as soon as I get home. I turn them on. It takes about 15 minutes for your wax to melt, and all night or however long it takes, whenever you turn it off, that smell is going to be in your home. If you're a person who you're not home a lot, then this is going to be good for you. If you're home all day and you want to use your wax, these will last you about 3 days if you're using it all day. And you want to make sure that you're replacing your wax melts as well.
Okay. So you talk about running them all day. So should you do that? Should you run them all day?
Yeah.
Okay.
You absolutely can. Yeah. Like I said, if you're going to run it all day, it'll last you about 2 to 3 days. And then you want to take it out, take that wax out, and then pop a new one in.
Okay. So I went into Kirkland's, for example. When you go into Kirkland's, one of the things that you notice is that the fragrance just overtakes you. And one of the things I said to the lady behind the counter is this is how I want my home to smell. How do I do this? And what she said was it's a combination of things and it's not a one hit wonder. Like you just don't buy one thing and then your whole house is smelling like that. So, do you have any insight on if you really want to change the fragrance of your home? What kind of steps you'd be able to take to accomplish that?
Well, what I do is I always use my wax melts. If you have a warmer, you want to keep one in the living room, and that should be good for your living room area and also your kitchen. And then you want to have another one like for your bathroom area or your bedroom, and you just put one wax cube in each of your warmers, and it'll warm up your whole home.
Okay. Awesome. So when we spoke earlier, you talked about how sometimes you can be nose blind. Can you tell us what that means and how do you even know if you are nose blind?
Yeah, well, you don't know when you you don't know if your nose blind. Someone would have to tell you, "Hey, your home smells like fried chicken."
Mhm.
You won't know. You won't know when you're nose blind. So that's why it's a good thing to always have something on hand. And these wax melts, they're so easy to use. You just pop one off and put it in your warmer, and you just want to keep that in your home because you never know what, especially like you with a dog, you don't know what your home is smelling like, and you want it to always be inviting. So I always have one of these on in my home.
Oh, you keep it on.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Okay. So, but you did mention about fried chicken. And I say that because when you're cooking, sometimes the fragrance of whatever it is that you're cooking kind of seeps into things. Like I've gone in people's homes and let's say they use curry a lot and they may
Mhm.
not have it that particular day, but their home kind of smells that way. So how do you manage those kinds of smells? I know my mom used to put vinegar out. Have you heard of that? Like to kind of
No,
absorb different fragrances.
I haven't heard of that one. But if I am frying chicken in my house, I do have on my wax warmers. I open a window right next to my stove, open the window, try to keep fresh air in. And then also one other thing that I learned is as soon as you're finished frying the chicken, clean everything up. Get it
Okay.
all nice and clean and make sure you have your warmers on to get that smell out. I think the
Okay.
best thing is to have the windows open.
Okay. Awesome. So if you're tuning in, we are here with Shoni, and she's talking about how you improve the fragrance or the scent in your home. She is an entrepreneur and she has launched her business called CeeJo, and they create wax melts and they are offered on Etsy. Can you give us a sense about your entrepreneurial journey? How has that been for you? Have there been any challenges so far?
Well, so far it has been a learning curve for me. This is very new for me. Luckily, I do have people in my family who are entrepreneurs, so I was able to get inspiration from them, ask any questions from them. But it hasn't been a really bad journey for me so far. Um, it's been about a year and a half now, and everything is going pretty good so far.
Okay. How's working with Etsy?
Etsy, I'm kind of new on Etsy. I haven't had any problems. I haven't had any problems with Etsy. It's very easy to just go online and order whatever you're looking for. All of my products are on there. It's a very easy website to navigate through. I haven't had any problems with Etsy. A lot of my customers enjoy going on Etsy and ordering from there.
And I understand that if you order a certain amount, the shipping is free.
Yes, it's $30. If you order 30 or more, then your shipping is free.
Okay, awesome. So we talked about the wax melts, and you keep mentioning a warmer. So can you give us a sense of what that is and how you use it?
Yeah, sure. So I don't know if you can see behind me here. This is a warmer. So it's just basically something that is going to warm up your wax. And there's a bunch of different kinds. This one right here is a kind of like a hot plate warmer. Let me see if I can bring it over. No, I can't bring it, but basically it just warms up your wax to a certain temperature. And once it hits that temperature, your wax will just melt and the fragrance will be able to go through your home. This one is, like I said, it's a hot plate. There's other kinds. There's one that has a light bulb to it, and you would just screw the light. Some of them already come with the light bulb in there. You just screw the light bulb on and turn it on and put your wax cube on top. There's others where you have to use a tea light candle, and you put the tea light candle under the warmer, and that'll warm up your wax melt as well. So there's different kinds. I like the hot plate because it gets my wax to a certain temperature, because you don't want it to be too hot. If it's too hot, then your fragrance won't last as long. And then if it's too cold, then it won't melt your wax all the way through. So for me, I learned that the hot plate kind works a little bit better for me.
Okay. So I purchased one, and because it's fall, I purchased a pumpkin type one, and this plugs directly into the wall. I was at first nervous about that, but then I was like, a lot of things plug into walls. I don't know why. I was about that for some reason. But so this was super cute. The top looks like the top of a pumpkin, if you can see it. And then the bottom, so this plugs into the wall. So I thought that was cool.
So that one has a light bulb in it.
It does.
Okay.
It does. Have you ever tried the ones that you light with a match that have the tea lights?
Yeah, I've tried those before, but I don't like to use that one because I don't really like candles too much. I don't like when you blow it out. Once you blow the candle out, you have the smoke in the house, and now you smell smoke instead of your fragrance. Okay. So I would much rather use either the light bulb one like you have, or the hot plate kind that I have.
Okay. So what's different with your hot plate kind? Does that also have a light bulb in it, or?
No, it's just it's kind of like so like a hot plate if you're cooking. Okay. It's just like that. It's just, let me see if I can. So let me see if I can show you guys. This is my wax in here. And on the bottom there, it's just a flat, like ceramic surface that gets warm, and it warms up your wax. Okay.
What I keep saying, what flavor, what scent are you burning right now?
That one is hot apple cider. That one is one of my favorites. I love that smell. It smells just like you're drinking hot apple cider. I love it.
Okay. So those were the scents for fall. What are you thinking about for the holidays, for Christmas? What are you coming?
So for Christmas, we did a few last year that we're going to be bringing back. And I'm trying a few different molds. Most of my molds right now are coming. They look like this, like the square. There's 6 in here. I'm trying different shapes for Christmas. So we're looking at candy cane shapes and Christmas tree shapes and things like that. And the scents will be kind of like, Christmas cookies or candy cane. I have a hot cocoa that I'm working on. It's just a bunch of different scents that we're working on for Christmas. Not everything is set in stone yet, but that's what we're working on.
Okay, that's awesome. And since we're talking about MommyRoomREDO, are the wax melts or the, what do you call it? The hot plates or the melted, what do you call them?
The warmers.
The warmers. Are they safe to have in the house if you have kids around?
Yeah. So I have a 6-year-old and a 15-year-old, and they haven't had any problems with it. I see this one is sitting right here. I haven't had it's not hot to the touch. It doesn't burn you. The wax it's not that hot to where it's going to burn your skin. It's warm to the touch, but it won't burn you. So yeah, these are definitely safe.
Okay, awesome. So if you're tuning in and you'd like to participate, please write down in the comments, what is your favorite fragrance? If you came into a home for fall, what is it that you like to smell? I know for me, I love the smell of an apple pie. So I think the ones where you're saying apple, I think that would definitely be one of my favorites. Pumpkin, I'm a pumpkin girl. When it
Yes.
comes to fall, I love everything pumpkin. So, what kind of fragrances do you like to smell in the fall? Let us know down in the comments. And please also support our guests. Where can they purchase? We talked about Etsy. Is there a specific link, or how would we do that?
Yeah, well, you would just go to Etsy and hopefully you'll be able to add the link into the description.
Okay.
But it is, you just go to Etsy.com and in the search you can type CeeJo. So that's CeeJo, CeeJo Scents. And it should pop right up.
Do you have a website?
No, I don't have a website right now. We're just operating on Etsy. And then also you can find us on Facebook, and that's CeeJo Scents on Facebook, and also on Instagram, CeeJo Scents.
Okay. Well, we hope that you will share this video. And I tell you what, if you do that and you let us know, you type it down in the comments, MommyRoomREDO will treat you to your favorite scent. How about that? So type down in the comments your favorite scent, share it. Let us know that you've shared this video, how many times you've shared it, and we will be glad to treat you to your favorite scent. And that's our gift from us to you. All right. So how much are the scents?
So these are only $5.
Okay.
It's just $5 per packet. And of course, as you see here, you get 6 of the cubes. It's only $5.
Okay. And how long do they typically last? You said 3 days.
Yeah, well, if you're burning them all day long, about 2 or 3 days. Now, most people are not going to be burning them all day long because you're in and out the home. Maybe you have to go to work. But if you're burning them all day long, about 2 days.
All right. All right. So thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for letting us know what we are in store for, not only for fall, but for the Christmas season. Will you come back? Do you have something special like for Valentine's Day? And because mommies, we like to get our romance on too. So
Yes.
do you do special things outside of fall and the Christmas season?
We're working on that. I haven't gotten to that yet. There are different molds and things that I can use, but we're still working on that part of things. Hopefully you'll be able to see a lot more creative wax molds when it comes to Christmas, and we'll see what happens with the rest of the holidays.
Okay, good, good. So if you have any questions, please post them down in the comments and Shoni will get right back to you. And do you have any final words for the MommyRoomREDO moms?
Yes, I do. Actually, I wanted you guys to meet my kids.
Okay.
My beautiful daughters. Like I said, they are my inspiration behind CeeJo Scents. It's named after them. They actually love making these with me and smelling them. They know them all by name. So I wanted to introduce my babies. Come on.
Hi.
So this is Jordan and Kristen.
Hi, how old are they?
Hi.
Jordan, how old are you?
6. And I'm
6.
15.
How old is your other daughter?
She's 15.
Oh, all right. Well, great entrepreneurs. My daughter's here. Do you want to come say hi to the good people?
Hi.
Hi. Hi, Kyla's just turned 13 last week.
Oh, yeah. Okay, you guys can go ahead and go.
Well, good.
You
So
wanna say
those are your,
No? You guys don't want to say anything? Okay.
Those are your partners. Awesome.
Yes,
And they
are.
help to make your product.
Yeah, they do. They love it.
Okay, yeah, that is so cool. Not only did you name the business after them, but they are helping to participate in everything. That's super cool.
I will be passing it on to them for them to do so. So yeah, I think they enjoy it.
Well, good. Yeah, that was perfect for Mommy Room Redo because we're all about being moms and
Yes.
getting the children involved. A lot of the DIYs, we have the children participate and show folks what to do and how to do it. So very, very cool. Yeah. So what's next for you?
Right now we are working on Christmas. I've got to get Halloween out of my house, as you can see.
Mhm.
We've got to get Halloween down
I
and
see
get
a
Christmas.
spider. Is
Yes,
that a
it's a
spider back there?
yes. It's a
Oh, a big
spider.
one.
Yeah. Yeah. So next in store for us, we're just gonna start working on Christmas and getting nice creative packaging and everything out for the Christmas time. And I cannot wait to put my fall decorations back up and keep melting my fall scents because we are still in the full swing of fall. And yeah, I'm ready for it.
It's funny you say that because it seems like all the stores forget that it's fall. I mean, once Halloween passes, now they have Christmas trees up and snow,
Mhm.
and it's like Christmas is not here yet.
Christmas is everywhere.
Yeah, and I'm like, what happened to the whole Thanksgiving and autumn leaves and all that? It's like everywhere you go, there's Christmas trees and Santa and all.
Yeah, as soon as Halloween is over, they skip fall, they skip Thanksgiving and go straight to Christmas.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I love fall. It's my favorite time of year. And just being able to just create a whole atmosphere of smelling like fall is just super cool. So I thank you for that because I have been using your product and I'm just enjoying it.
Ew. Which one are you using now?
Uh, this one is pumpkin spice latte.
Okay, yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
one.
I didn't. This is what I'm using, but I've tried French vanilla.
Okay,
Try that. And I also have tried hot apple cider.
okay. The one
Yeah,
I'm
I tried those. Like I told you in the beginning, I've never used these since I met you. So I thought you just keep putting one after the other after. I didn't realize you're supposed to
yeah.
clean out the warmer.
No,
So
yeah, you have to get the old wax out. So that's another tip. In order to get your old wax out, you can use a cotton ball. So if
okay.
your wax is still warm in your warmer or melted in your warmer, you can just use a cotton ball to kind of dab it around in there. And the cotton ball will soak up all of your old wax and you can go ahead and pop in a new one.
Okay. Okay, cool. Well, you're in Virginia. You gotta come to Charlotte.
Yeah, well, I have family there. So
Yeah, you gotta come to Charlotte and then we can melt some wax.
we'll have a wax party.
We will have a wax. I love a party. I need no excuse. So
Yeah.
wax is good as any other excuse. So yeah, you got to come to Charlotte. You got to visit. You got to bring the kids, and we will
Absolutely.
have lots of fun.
I will. Yes.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
All right. Have a good night.
Okay, you too.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.